Love, peace, and hair grease. My name is Michael J. Turner. I am the Southwest Shaman, the Earl of Arizona, and you are now shining with the Arizona sun. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, which is wherever you're at. Coming with love from AZ, this is StereoPHX 888, a channel about personal development, growth on YouTube, and how I'm changing my life from low vibe to high vibe. I can't save you, and I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I can share with you how I'm saving myself. And if you saw that title and it resonates with you, then we right here. We right here. Right? But the 4-year cycle. This is something I kind of put together like a while back when I just looked at like how time continued to basically unfold after high school. I noticed that basically school was divided into 4-year segments, and then after that it almost seemed as though every 4 years life would like rearrange completely. So if you've experienced this, hit that like button, put something in the comments. It's been put to me through guides that, from guides that I follow, that I feel it. I'm at that point right now of the rearrangement. I'm at the end of a 4-year cycle. I feel it, man, for sure. Look, like, it's a miracle that I'm here. It's a miracle by the standards of Earth, right? But see, the only reason I was able to perform that miracle was due to spiritual means, through activity that took place within, on the spiritual plane. Because through my studies, I already kind of had learned this, but like, for it to be just like put like this, basically everything that happens on the spiritual plane first. That's the causal plane. That is where the explanations for what takes place here are. That's where the explanations are. So I'm glad, I'm pumped, I'm excited, but that's the feeling that I've cultivated regardless of whatever takes place in my life going forward. Like, that's the attitude I had to cultivate. That's the lens I had to start to look through. And that's what matters. The lens that I'm looking through. Because that will determine my reality, right? Your reality is different from mine. You don't have to live in my reality, and you might very well be thankful for that. That is the privilege that we all get every day. But for some reason, it's so easy for me to take on your baggage. For me to assume your character and your this and that. When I don't live your life, I don't live your reality, I don't see things the way you see things, I don't experience things the way you do, and that's okay. I should take comfort in that. It took me a long time to get here, but I've arrived. I've arrived, and honest to God, like, I can't even go back. It's beautiful. I will never have to relive the same lessons, because I finally learned to alchemize those things that I had been carrying, the baggage I was carrying from each 4-year cycle. And check this out. What goes up must come down. There's this thing, right? They call it the sine wave. Or rather, it's called the sine wave. Check this out. Let me take it real slow on this. Okay. This is the way all things operate within this reality, at least. This existence here on this plane, on Earth. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. There's certain laws that are in place, and they are unbreakable. I mean, so, and like, in essence, one of the bases, if you will, for these laws, that can like kind of, you know, like a lot of them, a few of them, so you can kind of like get a gist of it, is that what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up, must come up. As in, there's no use getting like any type of way about the ups and downs of life. They're all coming from the same place, but they must happen. It's how we experience them that matters, and how we experience them that reverberates in a ripple going forward to continue to determine our experience. My life, man. I have so much to say, and I want to get it to you in the way it's supposed to get to you. This is my season. I'm an Aries. What else can I say? I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Sure, I love long walks on the beach. I'm in like the middle of a rebirth right now. This is a rebirth for me, because I allowed a lot of low vibrational things to like define me, and my suffering, like self-imposed, as most suffering is, because it's all, the causal plane is in here, right? Like me just running around trying to like deal with life by just thinking, I don't know, like thinking that I needed to just constantly do something when it had everything to do with what I was thinking, and then proceeding forward. Because I don't know, it just makes so much sense now, you know, like, it's just like, man, alright, the biggest thing, the most important thing is that it was an internal problem, right? There was just so much chaos inside here. But shout out to the powers that be, because what they do is essentially what all people must do internally. Like, it's like what is the real purpose of this whole little stretch here that we do? You know, it's constant chaos, right? It's like from the jump. I would venture to say that there hasn't been a point in time where it wasn't perpetual chaos, from essentially adult, manhood, as in like 13, age 13 forward. I mean, okay, not like, alright, I work on a farm, but still, like, you work on a farm, like, your life, you're working hard, but you have like a relationship with the land and nature and all these things. It's a whole different thing. But, like, alright, what I'm saying is there's never been a point where, like, this existence hasn't been like a challenge for the people living it. So the chaos, that's what I'm getting at, and like cycles. My birthday is April 4th. That's 4/4. Okay. There's like, I always felt like, oh, that's cool, or there's like, maybe there's something to that. Well, yes. Yes, there is something to that. Like, I'm just working to uncover, I'm working to remove the veil within the veil that I wear. I'm working to remove the veil that I wear and put on my Godhead. And because of the fact that I'm a vibrational being, or like, alright, check this out. I'm in this body, right? I'm here in the physical because I have to deal with the things that come with being here, right? There's the up and down, the sine wave, everything else, the laws that govern my existence. Because I have to deal with those things, I have to have patience and understanding for myself, forgiveness, because and remind myself that it's the lens I look through when those things happen. Because just recently, I made choices and spent a period of time within a version of myself that could have took me on a whole, and like previously it would have. This is where things are getting deep right now, because things are different. And I felt different every time I attempted this, but like, I guess it was like a heave, oh, heave, yeah. Like I had to keep pushing, you know, like never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. Never. Because you're the only one that has the ability to not give up on yourself. Everybody else can. Everybody else can, and maybe even righteously so. Maybe they should even. But it's more like it kind of goes back to the I gotta choose to be happy because nobody else can be happy for me. So how am I gonna? What is it gonna take for me to make that choice and be okay with it? I found it. I mean, I'm cool. Like, it's just saying, like, there was this whole idea of, like, everything else doing it to me or something. So, it feels good to be in the driver's seat, you know, and synced up. Because here's the other thing about my life. It's been full of synchronicities and things that are like, oh, that couldn't have happened. There's no way that could have happened for no reason. Full of that. Full of it. I mean, look, man. I don't know, man. It's just like I was in prison, and just some of the choices I made in there were terrible. But I was protected. And I can say that honestly because it's been confirmed to me multiple times in multiple ways. Even one time I was at a gas station way out of the way, you know, from where I needed to be, stuck basically. Couldn't get any further. No more gas, essentially. I saw this guy, man, he comes up to me, he's like, yo, you should come with me to Tucson and fight these fires. I'm like, oh, bro, honestly, I would have, because that's me. I was into doing spontaneous whatever thing, especially stuff like that. But I was like, yo, man, honestly, I can't right now. Like, I'm strung out on this shit. I'm fucked up on this drug, and I can't go with you because I would need it, and I would be useless to you if I ended up in withdrawal in Tucson. You know, perfect excuse, because part of me really didn't want to go at that moment, but was like interested, intrigued, you know. And he was like, okay, you know, but I was like, look, dog, I'm stuck here. I need gas, need some help. And he helped me. He gave me like $20 in gas. But what the most fascinating part was that he stopped and he took the time to tell me that I was protected, as in spiritually protected, and not to abuse that, not to be like, oh, I could do whatever I want, but to know that. Why would this dude wasn't trying to get anything from me. He gave me money. It's just certain people that have been put in my path to help reveal this thing to me, and it's been a slow process, but like I said, 4 years. Look at your life. Reflect. Has there been a 4-year thing? Has life rearranged every 4 years in a way? Put it in the comments if it has. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. Michael J. Turner, the Southwest Shaman. This is StereoPHX 888. You know what I'm saying? Rock with me for the gems, yo. We'll keep them coming.